Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60 on the banks of the Yong River. The Yongjiang here in Nanning, China, are what used to be the banks of the Yong River before Typhoon Yagi dumped a load on Nanning. Actually, it came through Hainan Island. They had to evacuate over 400,000 people. It tore balconies off buildings. It tore windows out of high-rises. It was devastating, knocking trees down. But you see, you've got a big police presence here in Nanning by the river because it's all closed off. They don't want anybody going down close to the river because it's dangerous. I'll give you a bunch of B-roll and stuff in here showing you know, the height of it, because during the height of it, it was raining like cats and dogs, so you really don't. Actually, I got 10 yen to go. A guy that I'm going to be using as a cameraman and an editor here in some of the videos that I'm going to be doing here over the next couple of months. But so he did some B-roll during the big storm. But you can see where people used to dance. There's no dancing going on. There's very few people in the area right now, just for the fact that everything is shut down. And they have a policewoman or a policeman at every entrance that goes down to the river. And you know, you got one behind me. You got another one over here, and this is for public safety. Anyway, let's go over to the Yong Bridge at Yongjiang Bridge. It was closed down. Like, they actually closed bridges down that span the river because it was too dangerous for. They figured they might let loose, and that would be all hell breaking loose. So let's go over to the bridge. It was shut down, and you can see how swollen this river is. Like, by God, I've been here for 21 years. Actually, since 2001, this is the worst flood in Nanning's history since 2001. So that gives you an idea. That's what, 23 years. That's before Gweilo was even in China. So anyway, I'll be right back. I'm on the bridge now, and you can look in the background. If anybody, well, the people that have watched my video, they know that I sometimes do videos down underneath this building, and where I do the videos, you can't walk. It's flooded. There's interest not only from the foreigners like me, but there's interest from the Chinese. You can see live streams going on the bridge here, not on this, just on this side, but on the other side also. It's actually surreal. People taking pictures of me, taking pictures of me. Yeah. So you know, you got people live streaming. You got people. You've got people taking pictures down at the end because a lot of people haven't seen this before. It's amazing how much water. Like, seriously, guys. And this isn't the worst of it. The worst of it was like 3 or 4 days ago when Yagi hit. Well, and this is just the tail end of this super typhoon. You know, as I say, in Hainan, over 410,000 people were evacuated. We just got the tail end because we're like an hour and a half north of the South China Sea and about an hour and a half from the Vietnam border. After Yagi went through this area, it went into Vietnam and totally destroyed. It killed a lot of people. It destroyed a lot of homes and businesses in Vietnam. Because their infrastructure isn't as good as China, it devastated them a lot more than it did here in China. We've got the trolls would have you think that all of these buildings that you see in the background are tofu buildings that will just fall down if you blow on them. Well, obviously that's not true. The super typhoon can go through a place like this, and all you've got is a little bit of water damage. Well, okay, a lot of water damage, you know what I mean? But that's part and parcel of living in a place like China or Southeast Asia. I spent a lot of time down in the Philippines over the last little while. I don't think I'm going to be doing much of that anymore. It's sort of, You know, that honeymoon stage is sort of fun, but after a while, the poverty and the roads and the food and, you know, just the fakeness of it all sort of comes out and kicks you in the teeth. And I'd rather be in China, where it's safer, where when a typhoon comes through, it doesn't kill tens of thousands of people like what happened in Tacloban back in 2013. I think it was Thelma, I can't remember, but you know, I think it was anywhere between 6,000 and 10,000 people died in that area with that typhoon. I think there was 17 or 18 people, last count I heard, from landslides and whatever because of this particular typhoon. But you can see that you know, the people are lined up here taking pictures because this is like once every 20 some years you're going to see something like this. It's Nanning at its best. The curiosity, eh? My God. That's one big river. Actually, the reason why I came down to the Yong Bridge, but the Yongjiang in this area, is because I was going to go down and walk in the area down there because I didn't think the water was as high as it actually is. I guess you're not going to be doing any walking down there, but the idea that the Yong Bridge was shut down is something that, seriously, I've never seen before. I've never seen them shut a bridge down in China for any reason. So it must have been pretty scary at that time. Yeah, some live streamers are extremely pretty here in China. That's one of them. But yeah, the police presence keeps the people safe. They have to take their pictures from the bridge. Nobody's going down to the river, and that's just the way of it. Another place where I usually do videos down by the Yong River is through here, and you can see here there's a big police presence also. You know, the idea that they have floodgates. This big wall here is a retention wall that keeps when the floods come to Nanning City. They have these big floodgates in here, and you can see, well, maybe if I lift it up higher, you can see there's water coming through under the floodgate, and you can hear the pump going to pump it back over to the other side. It's these people, they've got it together. They know what to do when these things happen in their city. They look to the future. They understand what the chances of something going bad are, and they've made precautions. And every entrance to the Yong River, anywhere by Nanning City, has a big police presence, just for the fact that they want the people to be safe here on the streets of Nanning. So go figure, eh? Isn't it special? Let's go further down the river to see if there's police all the way down the river. Yeah, you see those floodgates there. I don't know if you can really see it. The big metal floodgates. I've never seen them closed in the 21 years that I've lived in Nanning. I've never seen them closed. They're closed today. Even further down the river, and this is a spot where I do videos also, and I walk on paths. This is sort of like a little park along the side of the river, and you've got shops like this one down here that's half underwater right now. So it sort of takes away the fun of the people for a little while, but within a week or 10 days, all this water will be gone, and hopefully we'll get a nice big rain because it'll just leave a sludge of clay and dirt behind, and that's what the people will have to deal with. See, this is all park. All of it is a place where people come to play. Kids have little playgrounds in here. You've got old people singing and dancing, playing instruments. Well, you've seen the videos, and that is right here. But now it's under, I would say, 3-4 feet of water, and it was up higher a couple days ago. So it's starting to rescind. You can tell down by the soccer fields, it's gone down a bit because there's areas that have sludge. It's higher elevation over in that area. But as you can see, Wow, Nanning got flooded out, guys and girls, and just happens every once in a while. The dams are holding, just like when they had the flood up by Chengdu and Chongqing. Everybody's saying, oh, the Three Gorges Dam is going to break and all hell's going to break loose and people are going to die and stuff. No, the Chinese are prepared. They know what they're doing. They go through this on a regular basis. This is nothing new to them. If it's not here, it's in Sichuan province. If it's not in Sichuan province, it's in some other province. But they have these emergency procedures that they go through, and you know, they've got a berm, a wall over there that dam, you know, it's about 10 feet high, so the river's gone up more than 10 feet, maybe 14 feet, 15 feet. I don't know what that's, 3 meters ish. And then they've got this one here that is oh, I would say 20 feet high. So before it even gets to the city, it would have to go up, you know, 35 feet before it would be a problem to any part of the city. So you know, they've built the cities right, and that's on both sides of the river. You don't get flooding here. You get the parks and whatever, the places that they've built that can be flooded are flooded, and that's just the way it goes. Behind me is another floodgate, but this one's a little bit more special because it's right, see, without the infrastructure that the city of Nanning put in place, the village that I'm standing in right now would be underwater. Floodgates like this protect the people of Nanning City. As you can see, we're basically right down on river level here. So, and if you watch the video Uncle Taiwan and yours truly drinking beer with the elders from this village, that was just on the other side of this floodgate. So I sort of know what I'm talking about when it comes to this particular area, because we were a couple of weeks ago we were drinking beer over there, and now it's under 10 feet of water. Go figure, eh? And yes, there's police presence here too. There's police presence everywhere because they don't want anybody to get hurt. So because of their foresight in building infrastructure, get this, Louisiana, with them building the infrastructure as well as they do, they protect not only the people but the properties of the people, and that's what government's supposed to do. You'd think that they'd get it right in a first world country like the United States, but they don't. Here in Nanning, China, they get it right. So that's another video from the Yongjiang here in Nanning, China. I would say the banks of the Yongjiang, but at this moment we don't have any banks of the Yongjiang here in Nanning. They're all underwater. And like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe, hit the bell, and do all of those things that I always ask you to do, but only a certain few do. I think about half of the people that watch this channel subscribe, and the other half don't. I don't know why. Maybe they're just the trolls that come in to see what's going on, but at least they're watching the videos. The next video I think I'm going to do is going to be on trolls, and because I save comments, and because I find them funny, you know, the one-sided ignorance, the ignorant trolls, the Tefel Chang Mays of the world. You know what I mean? They must live miserable lives. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.